and welcome to Dotto Tech. We've got a very interesting show lined up for you today. We are going to plunge into the murky waters of DVD copying. There's a lot of legal, moral, and technical issues surrounding the copying of your DVDs and your movie collection, so today we will endeavor to shed some light on the issue. And while we're at it, we'll take a look at watching your movies on portable devices such as iPods. But we're going to kick things off by looking at some really useful websites. Every once in a while, I poll our staff and my friends to find out what websites they frequent the most often, their must-visit sites. Well, today I'm going to begin with one of my current favorites. It's called Page Flakes. Now, we're seeing an increasing number of ways to use the internet, from the social networking sites like MySpace to video sharing sites like YouTube. All of these sites are creating new ways for us to connect, to share, and to consume information. PageFlakes is one of those sites. It's a personalized startup page on the internet, and it stores all sorts of dynamic information for us on a single web page, like your address book, local weather information, to-do lists, news, blogs, pretty much anything that you can think of. And PageFlakes keeps it all in one page that you can access from anywhere as long as you have an internet connection. It's actually got a lot in common with Apple's dashboard, which is where we store all of our widgets, except we call them flakes in PageFlakes rather than widgets. Now, we've shown you Apple's dashboard in the past, but the main difference between dashboard and PageFlakes is dashboard runs transparently in Apple's OS, whereas PageFlakes runs within a web browser. The whole idea is to have your most important information at your fingertips. If we take a look at PageFlakes, we see a whole bunch of little boxes that contain different types of information. Each of these boxes is called a flake, and we determine what flakes we want on our page. So I've got the flakes that I think are most interesting, of the stuff that I like to look at on the internet. I start with some news feeds from CNN and from CBS Sportsline. I have a little to-do list flake, which keeps me on track with all my tasks. I have a YouTube flake that has the most popular videos off YouTube, so I can have a little bit of entertainment. I've got a TV series flake. This tells me upcoming episodes of my favorite TV shows. What's up next on America's Top Model? What's up next? The Girl Who Grates. I think that describes them all, don't you? I've got a weather flake, and then I've got a Google search flake, and I've got a sending short text message flake so I can send SMSs to my friends' phones. All these tools I put on this page myself. I customize the page myself. I've also got separate pages for different tasks. So that's my startup page, but I also have a tool page where I've got a little word processor, a little thin client word processor loaded. I have a map tool so I can find my way around, and I've got a currency converter installed on this page. So how do we go about adding these different flakes? Well, that's as easy as can be, and it's one of the real brilliant concepts behind PageFlakes. I just click here on Add a Flake, and I can incorporate additional content onto my page. Now, these are the top 30 or so flakes, but there's about 110 more in the gallery. But all you do is go through, look, find one that you want to incorporate. I'd need an English-German dictionary because I want to write to a friend who speaks German. Maybe I'll write him some German stuff. So I can add either an English to German or German to English dictionary to my page. Once I've added it to my page, it's incorporated right here. So if I want to now figure out how to say a word in German, like fishing, I just type in the word, and it's going to go and it's going to translate fishing to me into German. And fishing is das Angeln. That makes sense, like angling. So now I can talk to my friend about fishing in German. Pretty useful. Currency converters, all sorts of additional tools. Now, how this differs from tab browsing, which we've shown you in the past, is that we don't have multiple tabs or multiple web pages open. We don't have to go to multiple pages to find this information. These are all little tools that are embedded in a single page. So you use up a lot less bandwidth, your web browser loads a lot more quickly, and it's fully customizable. Now, we can add more than just simple flakes to our page. If we go into the Add Flake area and view all of our different tools, we see that we also have feeds, which gives us RSS news feeds that we can load. And if you want an idea of some of the most popular ones, they're all listed down the right-hand side. These are the ones that people are subscribing to most often. So Joke of the Day, Boing Boing, those are all RSS news feeds that we can add. In a similar vein, we can add podcasts right to our page. So you don't have to go into iTunes to listen to all of your podcasts. They can be streamed directly to your web browser, and you can view them through PageFlakes. Now, I'm not entirely sure that PageFlakes is going to become a dominant player on the internet, but the concept here is perfect. It provides small applets that perform specific tasks. It's easy to install, and it's dynamic in nature, and it's always connected, always up to date. PageFlakes fits perfectly in the direction that thin clients are headed. It's a simple web-based application that we're seeing more and more of. Now we're going to take a quick break, and then I'm going to share some of our staff's favorite websites with you. So don't go away.